In this video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how you can make a whole lot more money going into 2024 and how you can work less hours while doing so. In this video, I'm going to break down how you can delegate a ton of little tasks that you guys are probably doing. I'm big on systemizing and delegating everything in my businesses, whether it was my agency that took to $100,000 a month or my coaching business that just crossed $50,000 MRR. And so let me give you guys exactly what you need to do and how to do it. I'm going to show you guys how to hire a virtual assistant, why you need to hire a virtual assistant, and just how to manage and train them up as well. First thing I need you guys to do is I want you to write down all of the tedious tasks you could think of that you do on a daily basis. Checking email, updating KPI trackers, following up on invoices that weren't paid on time, tracking payments, right? Posting content. All of this stuff is not stuff you should be doing. This is a virtual assistant's job, right? And so any other tasks you do just like that, I want you to write down what things keep you stuck. What things on a day-to-day are just useless tasks. If you check your calendar and your task list for the day and you have all these little tasks that just don't move the needle forward, delegate them. Write them down, put them on this sheet. And what you're going to do is once you've written down every single task you want to delegate, I want you to document how to do it. So essentially, you're going to create SOPs and standardize the process. For instance, I wanted to teach my virtual assistant how to post content. What I did was go to Instagram, hit reel, hit upload, choose the video, here's the caption, hit upload, right? Like you standardize the process, because one thing I've learned is you can't just hire a virtual assistant and throw a bunch of crap at them and be like, figure it out. You have to teach them. And so that goes into step number 2, hiring a virtual assistant. Where to hire them, how to find them. I like to use onlinejobs.ph, and I've used it for the longest time. I've had 22 plus employees from there at a single time with my agency before I sold it. And I like the people there, right? I like the people in the Philippines. They're hard workers and they're very respectable if you train them up right. And the crazy thing is you could delegate to a virtual assistant that's in the Philippines for about $200 to $300 a month. You could have a full-time employee monitoring your emails, posting your content, handling so many of the tedious tasks, tracking KPIs, all of it for $200 to $300 a month. What you're going to do is you're going to put a job post out talking about, hey, I'm looking for a general virtual assistant. I need them to do this, this, this. Must be good at speaking English and a few other activities depending on what you're trying to delegate, right? So go to onlinejobs.ph, put out a job post, and interview some of these people. Here's a few of the questions you guys will want to ask them as well. How's your Wi-Fi, right? Because they get hit with like tsunamis and stuff like that all the time. And if they're in a town where they get hit with their Wi-Fi going down all the time, it's like you can't have your VA just clock out for 3 days. Like, that's not how it works, right? Number 2, are you going back to school? You need someone that's able to commit, because the worst thing you could do is hire and train someone and they become like a savage, right? They're like super good at helping you with everything. And then they go back to school or they go back to whatever, right? You don't want that. Ask that question in advance. I learned that lesson the hard way. And then number 3, ask them what their long-term goals are, right? Ask them what kind of money they're trying to make, right? Ask them what they're trying to do. I wanted someone that was driven. I didn't want someone that was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be complacent. I'm going to do what I'm told and that's it. I wanted someone that's like, I want to learn from you. I want to learn how to do things. I want to earn my pay increase. And now I'll pay my virtual assistant $400 a month. I gave him a $100 pay increase just because he was able to take on more tasks. As soon as I delegated him tracking payments and posting content, I gave him a $100 a month increase. He's happy. I'm happy. It's only $100, right? And so, guys, that's what I want you to do. I want you to go interview a bunch of these. And the one thing I did was speed interviews. I would like allocate an hour of my day and be like, all right, I'm going to go meet with like 20 of these people. I'm going to send them all a Zoom link and I'm going to have them all waiting in the room. And I'm going to allow one at a time in there and just talk to them, right? Meet with them, ask them questions, see how they are, see if you like their personality, because you're going to be working with this person and hopefully for years. I've had my VA for like a year and a half now and he's not going anywhere, right? I'm going to keep giving him pay increases. I'm going to keep delegating things to him as my workload increases. And so I really need you guys to interview this person and choose one. Choose one and get started with them, right? It's not expensive. At first, you guys might be like, wow, this is taking a step back, right? I'm hiring someone, I'm training them. But the reality is, if you train them up right and you don't worry about those little tasks over and over again, you buy the mental clarity back, you're going 10 steps forward in a month or two as you train them up. And so trust me, guys, you guys need to do this. And so, guys, the third stage is training up your virtual assistant to become great. And here's how to do it, right? Once you've chosen a virtual assistant that you like and you're like, all right, I like this guy, he has potential. One thing I want you guys to know is be slow to hire, fast to fire, right? If you onboard someone and they seem great during the interviews and then they just suck afterwards, they were all talk, fire them. Like, don't waste your time training them up. Don't try to turn a D player or C player into an A player. Go find yourself a B player and turn them into an A player. Because when you get an A player, man, life just becomes so much easier. What I want you to do is set a weekly meeting with them. Every single week I meet on Mondays with my virtual assistant. We set an action plan for the week. We see what we accomplished last week. We review all the numbers. We review all the content that's going to be going out. Whatever tasks you have planned out, you get this over to the virtual assistant. Once you have these weekly meetings, you review their work, review their progress reports, and then on a daily basis, you have to tell them to clock out. Every single day, my virtual assistant clocks in on the time that they're supposed to clock in, and they clock out on the time they're supposed to clock out. When my virtual assistant clocks out, I've instructed them and taught them to tell me how much revenue, how much expenses, how many DMs were sent out by my setter, how many calls booked, calls taken, all of these numbers, right? Everything, content posted, every single number that I care about is all like compartmentalized in one message for clock out. That way I'm always having a pulse on my business and understand all the numbers coming in and coming out and double checking them and reviewing them myself. And so my point is this: train up your employee, invest into your employee, and actually give them tasks and train them up. Create SOPs, create all this stuff. Don't just throw tasks at them and be like, run my business. That's not how it works. If you're thinking how much in revenue I should be doing to hire a virtual assistant, I'd say about $10,000 a month mark is a really good spot, 7 to 10K a month. If you're doing 15, 20 and you don't have a virtual assistant or even more, what are you even doing? Watch this video, go implement a virtual assistant. Hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions on how to do it. Let me know if this video was helpful for you guys. Just hit that subscribe button and I'm going to be making a lot more content in 2024. Appreciate you guys.